Today is Happy Friday, but we have some unhappy news. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the material. If you subscribe, you get the latest and the greatest news. Lloyd Evans has been asked to resign from the Truth About the Truth Project from none other than his good friend Javier Ortiz. I'm sure you remember Lloyd talking about Javier in the video that he made about his personal life. Well, let's go back and have a look because I know many of you are new to the channel and may not know what's transpired.
Ashley says, I personally have had mental issues and it was very comforting to hear when people shared their experiences. Do what is best for you. Thank you, Ashley. Annette says, you have done nothing wrong. This is life we are living, not some fairy tale. Human beings are allowed to take a break, and I, for one, thank you for just letting us know you need or needed a break. Confide in your family and your therapist. Yeah, pretty much that now. And Javier. Javier can't, no, Javier wouldn't. Jehovah's Witness, well, technically still a Jehovah's Witness, at least at this stage. and a filmmaker from Los Angeles. So, welcome, Javier.
Thank you. It's good. I mean, it's kind of weird to be on this side of your YouTube channel.
I know. It's crazy. So, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah, I was born and raised. My mom converted when I was very young. I was like a year
I don't think anyone would do what Kim did. What Kim did is really, really messed up. Monica says, your honesty about the sexual difficulties in your book resonated with me, and what you're going through now is painful but common thanks to the cult. Thank you, Monica. You have a lot of support. Don't focus on the minority. I honestly feel kind of intuitively that it's always going to be a minority that obsesses over what people do with their penises or genitals. It's always going to be a minority that reacts this way. The weird thing about Kim is that, to begin with, she pretended, or maybe did genuinely think that everything was fine, but she reacted in such a way as to suggest that everything is perfectly fine, and then went nuclear and completely changed her perspective.
Well, it appears that Kim is not the only one that abandoned ship. Javier Ortiz, well, I'll let him tell it. This letter was written by Javier on February 24th, 2022. Let's have at it. Dear collaborators and supporters of the Truth About the Truth Project, I write to inform you that I've asked Lloyd Evans to resign from his role as producer and writer on the Truth About the Truth film documentary project. Mr. Evans' personal story will no longer be featured in the final cut of the material. Mr. Evans has declined to resign voluntarily, and I'm anticipating there will be some legal actions against me and the rest of the producing team. I arrived at this decision based solely on the admissions Mr. Evans made in his January live stream. At this time, I feel they cause a conflict of interest given the very sensitive subjects we address in the film. Like I mentioned previously, it has been extremely important to me that our interview subjects felt dignified and respectful in sharing their stories. I never want them to feel sensationalized or exploited in the process. They've shared their concerns, and I've taken these actions to preserve their trust and respect. Since Mr. Evans' live stream, there have been questions about the project's finances. I'd like to reassure everyone that, as a nonprofit and totally separate entity from any of Mr. Evans' business dealings or accounts, he has never had direct access to these funds. All of the funds raised during the project's crowd-surfing drive has been used for the film production, and all remaining funds are being used in the post-production process, editing, color correction, sound mixing, scoring, graphics, storage, etc., which is currently underway. March 2022 will mark 5 years since the first interviews for the project were filmed in Tucson, Arizona. Many of you have been looking forward to the final product. Some have shared their frustration with how long it has taken. To that, I like to say we are not backed by a big studio, production company, or television networks. We are regular people with 9-to-5 jobs to support our families, just like everyone else. We do this work in our free time and largely at our own expense. We are a small group of collaborators, mostly former Jehovah's Witnesses, who saw the intrinsic value in sharing these very personal stories with the world. My hopes are to inform the public of the truths that the Watchtower organization would prefer to keep secret and bring everyone's critical eye to this harmful religion. There will certainly be more decisions made soon, and I will share those with you as they are made. Thank you in advance for your patience. Sincerely, Javier, Ortiz, producer. So we see Lloyd Evans responded, "The only thing I admitted to was being a flawed individual. Sad to see Javier, in full panic mode, throw me under the bus despite all I've given to the truth about the truth, even implying I'm some kind of risk with money. When the shit hits the fan, you find out who your friends are." And he posted the letter. And about an hour later, he made this comment, "Not gonna lie, this hurts. Javi used my platform to promote the project and secure funding. The filming is mostly done and I was the main interviewer. I put years into it. What he's doing is little more than a token gesture to throw some meat to the mob. Total capitulation." How sad. Lloyd Evans also made this announcement yesterday. From March 1st, my channel will start uploading again after a 2-month break. I'm so profoundly grateful to my hundreds of patrons for their amazing support throughout an incredibly challenging period. Thank you so much. Well, what does Lloyd mean when he says hundreds of patrons? If you go to his Patreon page, he has 717 patrons. So I'll leave everyone with this discussion question. If Lloyd still maintains 717 patrons and over 100,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube, should the professionals he was working with have walked away? Tell us what you think in the comments, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the material.